Now Bortles throwing on second down. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he takes this one back in that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play.
The year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They had been building towards this. Really, Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And complete to Lewis over the middle.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case,
looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a... So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And we take him down as that will take us to the first at the end. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it down to the...
talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right...
Good job upstairs. They'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it. So on 4th down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this... And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And a decent gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Puslesny. So after the INT, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon at the 41-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think of
Here's Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? This guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Here's Simeon. And that is caught. On both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game, and of course,
escaping this time.
breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Barry Church. And hit tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From midfield, here's Bortles. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he's brought down.
After the catch and gained that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Brandon Marshall coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And this is going to be officially on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now it's Simeon, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Telvin Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now Simeon. Throwing over the middle, and it's...
Most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now flags will come in. I think
when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
From the 50, it's Simeon. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. A first down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but
maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Bortles now on first down. Yeah, he's got it. And he will get this in from 13 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Simeon, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the line.
But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll work his way in.
Because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, Fournette. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game.
to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He could.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the pistol, they run with Anderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They'll try the air now with Simeon. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3rd down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's got the first. What transpires after this? Simeon on first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a good 10 yards. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he takes it past the 45. Signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Broncos on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 16. Simeon now to throw. And that is incomplete. Very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. He's back to throw. And he will find his big tight. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here. all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.